These cases have been taken from the files of the Army Intelligence Corps, the Office of Special Investigation, U.S. Air Force, and the Office of Naval Intelligence. Today, we're going to show you 3 cases of attempted espionage by agents of the Sino-Soviet intelligence system. Now, for security reasons, certain names and locations have been altered. But essentially, these things happen. They're typical case histories. As these cases unfold, you'll recognize the way a Sino or Soviet agent operates, both in finding someone vulnerable to subversion, as well as in their technique of ensnaring him, then applying pressure to get him to play ball. We show you these cases so you'll be on your guard. Today, all over the world, there are thousands of Sino-Soviet intelligence agents with money to burn, looking for unsuspecting targets for exploitation among members of our forces. There may be someone right now taking your measure, probing for a vulnerable area, whether it be loneliness, indebtedness, desire for sex, easy money, or the sporting life. In fact, everyone in uniform could be a target of opportunity for exploitation if he is vulnerable. Profit from these cases. Learn how to recognize the approach of an enemy agent, and, if ever approached, what to do. Remember, these things happened. They may never happen to you. Then again, they may. A relative behind the Iron Curtain. Indebtedness, loneliness, the desire for an easy buck. All vulnerable areas ripe for exploitation. In fact, Z2, the intelligence branch of the Polish Armed Forces, maintains a tremendous filing system called Kartoteca Personalna, or Personal Index, on U.S. officers, especially those in high positions. A compilation of information on the officer's unit, his career, his family, and personal habits. Anything that might turn up an Achilles heel, a vulnerable spot that would make him a likely target of opportunity for exploitation. However, Z2's efforts to subvert members of our armed forces are by no means confined to officer personnel, as our second case will show. Not long ago, to Warsaw to visit her aged mother, came the wife of a U.S. Air Force sergeant. Desperate to get her parent out of the country, she was given the runaround until one day, Mrs. Duncan, born Baranowski, was summoned to the office of a Z2 official.
Believe me, Mrs. Duncan, we are not unsympathetic. But, as you know, emigration is against the laws of our country. However, in your case, I think it is possible to make an exception. In return for, shall we say, a small favor?
From intercepted letters, from her visa application, and from other sources, Z2 had a considerable dossier on Mrs. Duncan's husband, an airman stationed in a Middle Eastern country, and who, because of his duties, had access to classified information.
And so, if he cooperates, dear lady, in time your mother will join you. Talk it over with him. We will be in touch.
This is Janos, a national of a European country. His destination, an American air base overseas. His jade cufflinks aren't just accidental attire.
Pardon, sir. Could I trouble you for a match?
Just take it easy, honey. I'll handle it. Take over for me, Ed. I've got to see the commander.
Reassured by her husband, Christina Duncan had almost forgotten the incident. But on the third Monday after her return, just as the Z2 official had promised, she was contacted.
Hello? Who? Where? All right. I'll be there.
When Christina Duncan delivered her first assignment to the Z2 agent, the meeting was under surveillance of OSI agents and local authorities who had prepared the information. Over the next few months, to a drop in an area frequented by tourists, Mrs. Duncan delivered other information prepared by OSI. The number and type of aircraft at the base, its facility charts, and other important-looking but unclassified material. Finally, Mrs. Duncan's reward came. The day her mother, liberated from the Iron Curtain country, was able to join her daughter. The time had now come for apprehension of the Z2 hireling. Coached by OSI agents, Mrs. Duncan requested a meeting on the pretext of delivering an important message. When she arrived at their meeting place, Janos did not have her wait long.
Good morning, Mrs. Duncan. Quick, where is it?
Janos was never able to transmit that information, for he was arrested and jailed under violation of local espionage laws, bringing to an end his career as an intelligence agent. Today, it is common knowledge that Soviet espionage agents are operating everywhere. Even the Soviet tourist may have an intelligence assignment. In addition, thousands of nationals of other countries are in the employ of this system. Remember, we cannot be too alert, for no one in uniform, sailor, soldier, airman, or marine, is immune to an approach by a member of this worldwide network. But each of us is responsible for safeguarding the security of our military forces. And so we repeat, if you are ever approached to perform even a seemingly harmless service having to do with your military duties, or know of another serviceman being involved in such an approach, report it at once to your CO or nearest security officer so that our counterintelligence forces may cope with this threat. Whatever you say will be held in strict confidence. By doing so, you'll be fulfilling service regulations. You'll be performing a patriotic service to your country. And you will be helping to keep information vital to the strength of our armed forces and our nation secure from penetration.